you, Deputy. Deputy Seamus Healy.
I want to oppose the nomination of Deputy Enda Kenny as Taoiseach. The programme for government is a deep betrayal of working people, of the poor and of people on low and families on low and middle incomes. We are seeing absolutely no serious change whatsoever, but it is in fact a continuation of the Fianna Fáil Green policies in what is now a much more unfavourable environment for the general public. The continuation of the universal social charge and the regressive tax changes in the last budgets are to continue. The austerity measures are to continue. This is taking place against a background of a 7% rise in the price of staple foods over the last 8 months, and it's in a background of continued increases in mortgage rates and more to come, and indeed rocketing fuel prices, which in turn will raise food prices further. This will of course further depress the economy, leading to further increases in unemployment and indeed in emigration. I believe the commitment in this programme for government to eliminate 25,000 jobs in the public service is obscene. Any excess posts which exist in the higher echelons, in ministers' offices or in general secretaries' offices, must be transferred to necessary services at front line, where teachers, nurses, clerical and maintenance staff are attempting to maintain public services to the public in the face of huge cuts which we now are promised in this programme for government are to continue. And I believe the Labour Party should hang its head in shame. There is not even in this programme for government a red cent of tax on the assets of the super rich in this country. The 6% who own €250 billion worth of assets are not paying a single halfpenny, while ordinary people are being fleeced to pay for a recession they had no hand, act or part in creating. James Connolly wrote about the reconquest of Ireland. The current leader of the Labour Party has endorsed the humiliation of Ireland under the EU-IMF deal. His excuse on radio is that there is a necessity to repair relations with our European partners. That, in my mind, is a form of national grovelling. The French, German and British banks practice reckless lending to Irish and other banks, causing Irish, Greek, Portuguese and Spanish problems. The Labour policy is one of grovelling to these powerful banks in the hope that we may get a few crumbs. James Connolly said, "The great are great only because we are on our knees. Let us rise." And I believe that we must rise up and tell the EU and the IMF that we will not pay the debts of the Irish banks, that the combination of these debts and the imminent mortgage crisis will cause a disastrous default and will make current problems seem minor, but with Ireland in a much weaker position to remedy the situation. I want also to refer to the organisation and the delivery of acute hospital services in this country. And I believe that is something which is very important for the general public, for patients and for their families, and indeed for the community in South Tipperary. The Save Our Acute Hospital Committee in South Tipperary, of which I am chair, has received election commitments from both Fine Gael and the Labour Party, confirming that they will retain all existing acute hospital services in South Tipperary General Hospital. I will be relentlessly pursuing the honouring of those commitments, and today I call on the incoming government and indeed the incoming Minister for Health to immediately instruct the Health Service Executive to halt the reconfiguration process.